Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Econ Bulldog. I got a special treat. Cindy Varela, Cindy Life and Health. We're gonna talk about how health can turn into wealth in this pod. Thank you, tune in. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Econ Bulldog, and I got a special guest for you, Cindy Varela. But first, all right, let me put that away before I get roasted in the comments. But yes, you know, Econ Bulldog channel, we talk passive income, credit, personal growth, and also special guest today is going to talk about the importance of health insurance, business. We're going to dive into her past, kind of like the do's and don'ts, the growing pains of just operating a business. Cindy Varela, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right, time is the most valuable asset that people forget that we have. Everyone's like, oh, you text a friend, what are you doing? Relaxing. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You must have had a stressful week. No, I'm just relaxing. But so I'm big on that. Okay, so Cindy, first of all, what is it that you do so you can share with the viewers of what you do?
So what I do is I help everyone with health insurance. What I do is I look at what you need and then what benefits you, and then I just lay out the cards and let you choose what you like. And basically, it's about health insurance. So yes, I help everybody with health insurance.
Okay, and then your demographic of people is, you said, older generation?
So I do help all ages, but I mostly help seniors.
Okay, so seniors, they come to you, or how do you get your leads?
So the way I get my leads is I market at doctor's offices. I go to doctor's offices and I introduce myself. I introduce my services. I do help everyone with Medi-Cal and Covered California as well too. So when I go to a doctor's office, I introduce myself and I just let them know how I can help their patients. So if patients go in there and they complain about like high copays on medications, or that their doctors are not being covered and they want to look at other options, so then, the staff or the doctor will give them my information, and then I do home visits, or I do visits at one of our offices.
Oh, nice. And you have an office in Lake Elsinore?
Lake Elsinore, yes.
Okay, nice. Awesome. So let's take it back a little bit, just so the viewer can kind of get a little idea. How are you growing up? Humble beginnings? Brothers, sisters?
Humble. Yes, so I have a brother. He's just a year older than me.
Okay.
And so, wow, like work-wise, I've been working since I was 14 years old.
Ooh, what was your first job?
My first job was at a taco shop in Wildemar. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was still going to high school, and we were going through a little bit of struggles because my mom was a single mom, and I lost.
Shout out to all the single moms out there. My mom was a single mom. So, okay.
So unfortunately, we lost my dad my dad was 39 years old when he passed away in a car accident. And so my mom was a single mom, didn't have that another like extra income. So I felt the need of needing to help my mom.
Yes.
So I got a job at a taco shop. I was 14 years old. I always at that time like looked a little older. So they believed that I was 16. I lied that I was 16 years old, but I got the job. And that's how I started. And I would even drive at 14. I would drive to my job, and at 15, I was already on the freeway. And then now I look back and I see my daughter, and I'm like, oh my God, when she was 14, I'm like, I cannot believe my mom let me drive at 14, but she trusted me.
Oh, yeah. And like, the old generation, I think, is like, or like me growing up, I drove at like 13.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I stole my mom's car. It all bad. But we drove younger back then. Now, I don't think there's like I don't know, like with my daughter, she's learning to drive now, but she at 12 or 13, she didn't want to drive.
Yeah, that's my daughter too. And I guess I was okay because I'd see her baby face and I'm like, oh my God, I was behind the wheel at that age, that's kind of crazy. But yeah, my daughter too, she's 17, she's about to be 18, but she's also like, driving a little bit right now.
Nice, okay. So you started working at taco shop at 14. In high school, good at school, bad in school, straight C's, good degrees?
You can say C's, yeah.
Okay, C's, good degrees.
Yeah, but so I was still in school, I was working, and then what happened? Oh, so I just kept working, going to school. I graduated high school, and then I got pregnant at 18 with my daughter.
Wow.
I got pregnant at 18, and at that time I was thinking like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Like, I just graduated high school, but I don't want to end up being that person that works at a McDonald's, you know? Like that was kind of like in our circle. It was like, oh, don't end up working at McDonald's, like, you know.
Yeah, okay.
There's nothing bad, obviously,
Yeah.
you know, but I was like, I need a career. I'm not doing anything. I wasn't even thinking of like college or anything. So I ended up walking into a continuation school because I heard they had like small courses and things like that, and I was pregnant. So I went in there and I took a flyer, and this flyer was talking about like a bunch of courses that were available there, and they were affordable. So I had seen something caught my attention on there. This flyer had a course that involved you working behind a desk, making appointments, and I pictured myself like I can sit at a desk and schedule appointments. So I was like, okay.
You picture yourself in a suit, like oh
Yes.
all chingona?
I did, I promise. I was like, I can do that. That's easy, right? And then, but I never put two and two together that this was talking about medical. Okay, so I just looked at the description, but I did not pay attention to the title, which said medical administrative assistant. So then I was like, so once I started the course, I think at that time I already had my daughter. I started the course, and I was like, oh my God, all these medical terminologies, like what the heck did I get myself into? Like yo me sentía como una burra. So no, but then, well, of course, I already paid for the course. And at that time, guys, the course was $500.
Which you thought was like 5,000.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Now that course is like, yeah, like 5,000.
Now it's 5,000.
Yeah. So I was like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? But I just went through it. And at that time now, I was working part-time at a burger place. Okay.
Taco spot, burger spot?
Yes.
Trying to figure it out?
Yes.
Okay.
So then I was working at a burger place, and then so I was already getting towards the end of that course, and that course was only 6 months.
Okay.
It was nothing. So that course was only 6 months. So then it was time for us to go ahead and start looking for a site where we can do our externship. Like it's like our community hours that we have to give, you know? So I was like, how? Like, I don't know no one at a medical facility. I don't know nothing about this, you know? So in the drive-through, when I was working, everybody that I would see in scrubs, I would ask them, I'd be like, where do you work? Where do you work? And then they'll tell me like where they work. So I met this lady, and she worked at the doctor's office where I actually started. She gave me the opportunity to do my externship there. I learned so much from her. She was the office manager. So I asked her, hey, like, can I do my externship? Are you guys taking students? And she said yes. So I started doing my hours there. It was like 5 minutes from my home.
Oh, nice.
So that was a blessing.
You did your hours, and then you got certified?
So yes, I graduated, I did my hours, and then I got hired a month later.
Do you remember what you were getting paid hourly?
Probably about $13.
Okay. But at that time,
Yes.
$13 was like, oh, shoot.
That was in 2007, 2008. Yeah.
So back then, 13, did you think that was good money? Or it was like, hey, you know what, to start, I'm 18, 19.
You know what? I don't remember, but I just felt so like professional to be able to work at a doctor's office.
Got you.
I was like so proud of it. I was like, yeah, you know? And what's great, you know, like I learned so much there because the doctor was so open to teach me so many things there too, that I learned how to do like vaccines, phlebotomy, like a bunch of stuff. I learned how to do everything.
Okay. Damn, okay.
Yeah. And then my manager at that time, she taught me so much about billing and how to like deal with insurances and referrals and all that stuff.
Okay. So you have a lot of years in that space.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Then I got pregnant with my second child. I was there for about a year and a half, and then I went on maternity leave.
Okay.
Well, and then the doctor comes in one day to the hospital the day after I gave birth, and he tells me that unfortunately my manager at that time she had to leave. Something had happened and we didn't have a manager anymore. So when I go back, right? So he offered me the position.
Ooh.
So a year and a half later that I was there, he offered me the position, and he told me he would wait for me a month, to be home, and then go back to work. So I said yes. I thought I saw this as a huge opportunity. I was nervous about it, but she had taught me so much that I felt like I can do this, and I paid a lot of attention. You guys pay attention.
Did you go from hourly to salary, or just? Oh, so I went straight to hourly to salary?
Yes, hourly to salary.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of tips that I tell people is that they follow me, and I wish, younger me would have taken this advice. Sometimes we get stuck in our jobs, right? And we're there longer than we should be. Okay? And we all get caught up with that. If you're at a job and you're watching us, every 2 years, you should elevate. If you're not elevating every 2 years, there's something wrong. Okay, you're too comfortable. So every 2 years, you should apply somewhere else where they're gonna see the value in you. Okay? That's really important, because if I would have known that, I wouldn't have stayed at my job working security for like 7 and 9 years at one company. If I would have known that, okay, cool, every 2 years, boom. I can go from $15 to $20, $20 to $24. And then kind of now you're like expecting more of yourself, right? Because you know what you offer.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
So you were doing the medical stuff. Fast forward to what made you start your own company.
So I ended up being there and managing that office for 14 years. So I was super comfortable.
Damn.
I was super comfortable. It was very emotional for me to leave.
Wow.
My boss was amazing. The staff, we all got along. It was amazing. We were like truly like a family.
Yeah.
But obviously I saw that, okay, I already hit the max. I'm done. At that time, everything started getting expensive. So I felt like, okay, I need to get a part-time. So I basically at that time had met someone because I was also doing on the side, I was doing medical billing for some doctors. So
you had a little side hustle.
I did.
Okay.
So then I thought, okay, you know what? Maybe I can just do this full time and make more money, and then just leave my job. So that's what I initially did. So at that time, I had a business coach, and that business coach told me, hey, you can make a little bit of more income also by, getting your life and health insurance license.
So at that time, were you going to like these entrepreneur events?
I was not.
So this is just like, okay, you were making money on the side, trying to still like, hey man, bills are expensive. Whatever you were making salary-wise wasn't cutting it.
Correct.
Or is it you wanted more?
No, it wasn't cutting it.
Okay, it wasn't cutting.
Yeah, I wasn't cutting it. So I said, okay, you know what? I don't know nothing about life insurance, but let's do it. So I took my course. I got everything done in 1 month. I passed it on the first time. Yes, life insurance.
Oh.
So, but I did it with WFG.
Okay. WFG.
Yeah. So that's who I started with.
WFG. That's Ed Milet.
I don't know if he's in there, but I think so actually. Yes. He goes to their events and things like that. So I'm assuming, right. I'm not too sure.
PHP is Patrick David.
Yes.
Primerica, I don't know that guy, but I'm sure it's a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yes.
But okay, so you did WFG. How long did you do that?
So I did that for about a year. Okay. But I was already doing that while I was in the doctor's office. So that was also a side hustle. Gotcha. I had like 3 side hustles. Good. So I was doing that. And then, so I ended up leaving my 9 to 5 because of the medical billing. So I actually started a DBA and tax ID, all that stuff. But then when I was home doing the medical billing, like it seemed very boring for me. Like I felt like it was just me in a room and just typing and calling insurance companies and talking to these people about claims. And it was so boring to me. I was like, this is not for me. Like I need to be out there. I want to talk to people. I love talking to my seniors because our office was mainly primarily seniors. So I was like, this is so boring. I can't do this. So then I started looking at my license and I'm like, okay, well, I have this life license. I had done some deals, but it was not enough. And then I see that it included health. I don't know why, but again, I did not pay attention that I had taken a course for life and health. So I had that.
Glasses? Do you need
I
glasses?
know, right? I was like, yeah, just sign me up. It's gonna make me money. All right, let's do it. You know. So then I was like, oh, I have this health license. So the the broker that would come to my office, and I would give him patients. I thought of him, and I was like, let me call him and ask him what I can do with this. Yes. So I called him, and I was like, hey, I have my health license. What can I do? He was like, what? Come to my office. So I went to his office. He showed me everything, and I was like amazed. I was like, what in the world? This is for me. Like, I'm gonna go back to help my patients in person. I'm gonna be able to review their medications. I'm gonna be able to like educate them and all these things that they probably don't know that they have. So I was just like, I'm amazed, and I was like, I need to do this.
So full circle, the 14 years you spent in the medical world kind of came back.
Yes.
And it was like, oh shoot, you're passionate about it.
Yes.
You know, I tell people all the time, like with this credit stuff, I cannot go one day without thinking about credit. Okay. I can't. I know it's like weird and kind of like, what? This guy's kind of weird, but I can't. I literally every day, if I'm on vacation, I'm always thinking about how can I better the situation of credit or this and that. Education, podcast, you know, just educating. So that made you start your own business and stuff like that, right?
Yes.
Got it. What is something, so how long have you been in business?
So now it's been 4 years.
Congrats. Yes. 4 years. What is something in business that almost made you hit rock bottom? It could have been a family, personal, death in the family, something that you were like, oh my God, I don't know if I'm gonna survive. Have you got hit with something like that?
So I think that the struggles that came to me, or like things like hard things, have pushed me to, you know what? I'm still gonna do this.
You're like, if your back's against the wall, you go even harder.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. So I was like, I'm not gonna let this, whatever, like get me down. I'm gonna just keep going, and I enjoyed it so much, and I have so much passion for it, and helping our seniors, that it just, I don't know, like it's just kept me going. Like, okay. I don't care what happens, there's a solution for everything.
What are the unique challenges you face as a Latina entrepreneur in the medical insurance, and how have you adapted to your strategies to overcome them?
Oh my God, this is gonna sound crazy, but
don't say nothing.
Well, I'm trying to think.
She a boss. She don't got challenges.
I'm trying to think about
podcast over. You're not gonna learn nothing. Just follow her, and she got the blueprint. Stress free.
No, I guess the way I see life, and that
nothing's like impossible.
No, like yeah.
There's no challenges.
No, like, si te cierran, they close the door here, just go to the next one. Like, it doesn't hurt me. Like, wow. I don't know.
That's good. No. I mean, like,
I'm trying to think, like, what? Like,
you know how there's medical coverage that are changing and this and that. So you got to acclimate. You got to be like, okay, well, I mean, like you said, every client is different. This client might not qualify for this because they make so much, but there's so many like laws that are changing and this, and you just got to be like, man, I just got to know more stuff so I can help my client more.
So in that way, yes. Right now, because we are going to go through some changes, we don't know exactly where like funds are going to be taken out of and things like that, what my patient is really going to lose and all that stuff. But yeah, just education, just really read and see what's the changes that are going to happen, and just be there to help my clients, call them and see what we can help them in, like where resources are available for them, but man, I don't know. I really need to sit and think about that one, because you're not the first one that has asked me that, and I feel like, oh, like I don't struggle. Like, I don't know.
It's okay. How do you leverage your cultural background, right, Latinos, to build trust and faster, stronger relationships with your clients in the fields of medical insurance? So like being Latina, where are your predominantly clients? What nationality are they?
Oh, they are Hispanic or Latino.
Latino, okay. So
yes.
How do you build the trust with them faster and stronger? like you said, you go out to go see them.
Yes.
No one's really doing that.
No. So I go to their home, and I mean, I guess they can feel when someone really wants to help you. Yes.
And got commission bread?
Yeah, like someone really, like, they can feel when someone can really help you, like, or is trying to help you.
Yeah.
Because the education that I and my team give, like, it's everything. Like, we tell them every single benefit, how it works and everything. And not a lot of agents take their time to do that. And once everything's explained to them and they're educated, like, they love that. They feel that trust, like, wow, like, no one has ever told me that, or no one has ever told me I have this benefit or how to use it. This is really going to help me, monthly because of my finances. Like, I guess they just feel it,
So you encompass giving value first to them.
Yes.
And then they see enough value. Hey, what do I sign?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. I've had people that I have met, and I haven't been able to move them plans because they're in the best plan. But they still call me, and I'll tell them, like, I'm not going to move you because you're benefiting from this. I'm not going to touch your health plan. And they call me, and I have a couple that calls me and tells me, Cindy, is there something better than this? Because we want you to be our agent on record now. Like, we want you on here. I'm like, not yet, but I'll follow up with you next year. So, but just being honest, and really helping our people, that's all it takes. Like, they can feel that.
What inspired you to venture into the medical insurance space, and what were some pivotal moments in your entrepreneurial journey?
So I threw myself in the medical space.
Okay.
So when I misread that thing and I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
So accidentally.
Yeah, accidentally. Okay. So I got involved in the medical space, but then
as you went in the medical space, was there someone that you aspired to be, maybe?
Yes, as I was there, I was thinking of maybe even going for nursing, like to go into nursing and work at a hospital and be able to help more people. But just things went a different way. And like I said, like I was doing side hustle stuff, and then I got introduced into this life and health, and I don't know, just by actually thinking of being able to help my seniors again, because I basically got out of the office, just made me think this is for me. Like, I want to be in that environment. I want to continue helping our elderly, especially because they're confused with what they have and they don't know all the great stuff that they can actually get.
So I met Cindy. We met at a conference. Shout out to Pam, Tax Girl 626, and we connected there. And one thing I've seen through your growth, like, your social media has gotten better.
Yes.
So what made you invest back into that, or you saw it like because not everyone likes to be behind camera.
Yes.
Right? Some people even this podcast is like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's just natural. I try to make everyone feel as natural as possible, but what has been some strategies that you're using for social media and that growth? So
I was that person that I was like shy to be on camera, and I was like, oh my God, I can't do that. Like, what are people gonna be talking crap? What if I do this? What if they see something in the background? It was just so many things in my head. But my Medicare mentor, he kept in our meetings, he kept saying, you guys need to be out there because this is the next TV. Everybody's watching social media, and if you don't start now, you're gonna stay behind. And I was like, oh my God, I don't like this, but you know what? You have to do it for your business. You want to grow. You need to tell people, what you do. You need to let everybody know what you do. So yeah, my first videos were I was super nervous and things like that. But then I was like, whatever, let's do it. So yeah, that's how I started, because I know it was going to help with the growth in my business, and I was going to be able to spread the word out more, and it's easier for people to start sharing your stuff and letting other people know what you do.
So you learn to get comfortable getting uncomfortable.
Yes.
Right? Getting out there. Uh-huh. Right? I tell people these 4 words will crush you. What will they think? Mm-hmm. Those 4 words right there is stopping a lot of people from doing what they really want to do.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? Because we're always like, oh, what is my tia going to say? What is my cousin? They're not paying your bills.
Yeah.
Right? They literally, I mean, yes, they're family. Right? But family kind of keeps you, you know what I mean? I don't see people at the barbecue talking about real estate, talking about credit, talking about growth, talking about properties, right? At the barbecue, you're talking about michelada, what did this tío do, stuff like that, right? And that kind of keeps you, you know, that's why I pay to get in the room. We pay to get in the room of like-minded people that just want more.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with that, right? If you want more, that means, I feel like God gave you this gift where you want more so you can give back more.
Yes.
Okay. Another thing, and then that I see on your content too, is you have tenacity and persistency. Because I always see you pop up at the La Puente Festival.
Yes.
No,
It's a farmer's market. It's supposedly a farmer's market, but there's no vegetables there unless it's on your tacos. So I was like, farmer's market. So I go there and I'm like,
what days is that? Like once a week?
It's every Friday night from 6 to 10.
And you're there ritually?
Yes.
Wow. And that's where you get a lot of just giving back and kind of like educating people?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Yes, and if I'm not there, my team is there, but someone's there. But most of the time, like, I'm always there every Friday.
Do you recommend people should start going to farmers market and promote their business?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yes, because there's a lot of people out there, especially in our community, that like to go to these type of events and things like that, and it's a easy way to market yourself. Yeah.
Nice, okay.
Yes.
What advice would you offer other Latina entrepreneurs aspiring to get into the insurance sector, and how do you envision the future of your business?
Go for it. I feel like this is for someone that's passionate to help your community. I don't see this, if you see this as like, I'm gonna make money, like, it's not gonna work for you. Because you really need to be out there to help, especially our seniors. You can't just enroll someone in a plan because you're going to get paid. You need to make sure that their medications are covered, that their doctors are covered. Like, there's a lot to it. So, but don't be scared. It's easy to learn. And I would just say go for it. But you do need to have, you need to be honest, have patience, and just have a heart to help people. If you have all of that, ladies, you will make it. So I just got my agency contract last year in August. And when I had started, it was hard for me to find agents that wanted to join me.
Got it. So agents, can you break it down? What is that?
Like independent agents, like brokers, to be part of We Care. So my agency name is We Care Insurance.
Okay.
So it was hard for me to find actual people that wanted to join. And once I got my contract, it was like a blessing. I just started getting all these people just messaging me like, hey, I want to do what you do. I want to learn what you're doing. Nice. And right now we are about 20 agents in a year.
Congrats.
So it's been a lot of training, a lot of stuff, but I see it growing. I envision more offices. I see the independent brokers, opening their offices. So yeah.
So do you offer like coaching?
I do.
So you do?
Yes, I do. So I train. I train my team. Also, we have other like my upline. He also does training sessions. Okay. So yeah, we do training for everyone. We do one-on-ones. I go with the agents to appointments, until they get comfortable, and then they can do it on their own. So yeah, we do all of that.
I love it. Yes. Okay. Now on the business side, right? More like credit. Do you have any business credit established?
I don't.
Okay. So you
don't.
No business credit card.
I don't, because I've always had, I've always thought that I had bad credit, which I know that I don't.
You got a house, you still doing good.
Now I know that I don't have bad credit, but I never really looked into it. But I need to, because everything I'm paying is like,
Gotcha.
I'm not being smart with that, so yes.
So I'm going to give you a couple tips. Do you have a business bank account?
I do.
Okay, got it. Is your company like LLC, DBA,
S
Corp? S Corp, perfect. Okay, so you have an S Corp, and you have, who do you bank with?
U.S. Bank.
U.S. Bank, great. This is what I recommend before I go into this, like other resource. I recommend opening up an extra business bank account.
Okay. Okay.
or even 2 extra,
Okay.
because you never know if U.S. Bank shuts you down. Like, where's that money going to be coming in?
True. Yeah.
See what I mean? So you want to just be ready for anything, right? So Navy Fed shut me down, my business side.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it didn't really give me an answer, and I was like, oh shoot, right? But I had Bank of America, I have U.S. Bank, Chase, so I had that set up already, right? Because if they would have just shut me down, oh shoot, now I don't know where to move. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things I recommend. So when it comes to your business credit, and I talk about only about personal, business credit it needs a business score also. Okay? So how do you get business credit if you don't have good personal credit? Or you might have good personal credit, you just want something reporting on your business side. One thing that I recommend is a company called Granger.com.
Okay.
It sells like trash cans, it sells like water tanks, like, you know, the things you just get at the office or something, and they'll give you credit limit.
Okay.
Granger, I think, gives you up to $2,500.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, so that's a $2,500 credit on your business report.
Okay.
And they don't even pull your personal. It's just a way of your EIN number to go with your credit and pay you back at the end of the month.
Awesome.
So it's like a net 30.
Yes.
Okay, that's one. Another 2 is the same thing like Granger. It's called Uline.
Okay.
You heard of them?
No, never.
So Uline, like I said, go uline.com, make an account, put your EIN number, and then you can order stuff from day one.
Okay.
Okay, same thing with Summa, SUMMA.
Okay, you know what? Uline, yes. It's all the products for home and all, I mean, for your
offices,
office.
yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, yes, I have.
So like these chairs, I got them from Office Depot, which Office Depot is a business trade line.
Okay.
Okay, Home Depot, right? The commercial side,
Yes.
you can put it under your business. That's a business trade line.
Okay.
Okay, and these are free. You don't need that, but you need to start getting those accounts, so when it's time for you to apply for a U.S. bank card, you already have that established.
Gotcha.
Okay. Business credit has allowed me to expand because I don't think twice. Like, oh, how much is this? 5,000, 10,000, swipe on my business. The Amex Blue Business Cash Card, it's easy to get.
Okay.
All you need is a 680 credit score, and you can apply under your business.
Okay.
I mean, I can even show you after the pod, pre-qualify to see if you at least pre-qualify for that card. But it should be easy to get, and then now you have that card. What I like about it, 0% for a whole year. That's what we want, right? We want 0% credit cards so we can use and make money.
Yes.
Right? Those wraps out there in the cars, on my business card.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm like a walking billboard or driving billboard.
Yes.
I think you saw me last time.
Yeah, I
and
did.
then you tagged me, right? So it worked.
On the freeway.
But yeah, like, and that's, I think, a lot of business owners, I guess, it's like, it's 5,000 and up. Like, you know what I mean? You're just like, dude, you got a business credit, put it down 0%, right? Échale ganas, and it's gonna pay you out.
Yes, it will.
Especially, like you said, right? You don't see things as challenges, or I think it's powerful. I think that's the biggest message I got. It's kind of like, hey, just do it. We'll figure it out, right? This store closes, we'll open up another one. And that's something I'm starting a new product. I haven't launched, said nothing publicly. I'll talk to you about it offline. But it's just, how many more lives do you want to change?
Yes.
Like on my YouTube bio, it says, I want to change 10 million Americans' lives credit. That's my goal. I might not reach 10 million, but I'm going to get close. Right? That's my impact. And for those of you that are watching, I think a big struggle is people are always trying to figure out how to make money. That's the biggest struggle. Like, I don't know how to make money. I don't know how to make money. The biggest, if you kind of flip the script and you solve other people's problems, like Cindy's solving other people's problems. The elderly community don't know what insurance company to go with, don't know who to hire, they don't know. So she is a driving force where she's solving their problem. Yes, does it pay her? Yes, right? But she's in it to solve problems, right? That whole message right now, what I just said, Don't focus on your own problems. Focus on solving other people's problems, and that's gonna bring more money to your circle, right? Because
Yes.
as a business owner, right, we want our teams to make money, right? Like Victor, one of my lead reps, he's about to buy his house, and then Brandon's gonna follow right after, right? I know a lot of sales teams are popping bottles and doing this and buying Rolexes. No, I want my sales team to acquire properties. I want them to invest, right? Don't do it like, you know what I mean, backwards, like me. I did everything backwards, right? I went to the Marines, then I went to school, and then I had the kids, then I bought the house. Like, it was just all backwards. Not your traditional freaking go to college and then get a house and then get a 6-figure business. No, right? So we do, we just, as Latinos, we just figure it out, okay? What is a message you can just share with anyone watching, right? The Latina, like a powerful message that just look into the camera and just say, a message from your heart to them.
Well, what I can tell any Latina women out there that are struggling, that don't know, what's gonna happen, there's always solutions for everything. Don't let anything put you down, blind you. Just look for solutions. A lot of women go through divorces, go through a lot of financial struggles. So I would just say just keep going. Honestly, just don't concentrate on the problem, just find the solution. And that would just keep you going. That's what I think that I've been doing, and I think that's what can help a lot of people.
And where can they reach you at?
So they can reach me at my Instagram handle is Cindy_life and health.
Perfect. Do you work with other people in different states?
I do. I actually have, we have 4 agents in Texas.
If you're looking to build, Cindy, contact her. All right, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you, Cindy, for your time.
Thank you.
And look forward to the next one.